Right, greetings and salutations, guys. We're back again for the second time today, and looks like we're going to have a third one. It's a busy day today, so I'm going to open a beer for the introductions. Alright. Right. So, greetings, salutations, welcome back to Stoffel Presents. As always, for your daily news and reviews, head up to stoffelpresents.com. And you can find Stoffel Presents on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch and Patreon, all the usual places. Now we're here with Sunless Seas, the Submariner edition. It's just launched on PS4 this morning, and we've just arrived. We've just got again, same as this morning. It's our first look, it's a first impression. Let's go through it together. Now I have played Sunless Skies on the PC, which I absolutely adored. So I'm hoping this is similar to it. It's really deep, it's really quiet, lonely, can get really oppressive at times. That's if it's anything like Sunless Skies. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. That sounds plausible. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone. That's an incredibly Terry Pratchett line right there. London was stolen, put a mile below the surface of the sea, and it was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone. But it opened a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the Untersee. So, choose a path, decide who you were and what you want to be. A path briefly shall decide later. If you just want to get out to Z immediately, choose this opportunity to visit your past will arrive later. Let's look at the past. Decide who you were and what you want to be. Where do you hang your hat in London? You now lodge in a room above the blind helmsman. Who were you? Now you're a captain. Now you belong to the Untersee. But who were you before? A street urchin. Your urchin gang cast you out to sea when you grew too tall. You took to sea rather than graduate to larger crimes. That last big score was enough to buy a ship. Okay, this will give you a bonus to Beals, the skill of subtlety and evasion. A poet. Educated and articulate, you seek sensation at sea. How lucky you had a legacy to spend. Your long-banished father had a rich patron, it seems. This will give you a bonus to pages, the skill of trickery and knowledge. Right, so do you want to be subtlety and evasion? Trickery and knowledge. I'm quite liking trickery and knowledge at the moment. Veteran of the campaign of 68, you fought in the invasion of hell. London's army is lost. You survived. Your loot and pension have bought you a command. So we'll give you a bonus to iron, the skill of causing direct damage. So I think that's just one of those. Fuck you, I'm coming through. That's a sledgehammer approach to the game. An ordained priest. You fell from grace. There is nothing left ashore for you. An anonymous benefactor has found this way out for you. Perhaps at Z you can overcome your appetites. Give you a bonus to hearts, the skill of healing and morale. No, I like my appetites. I want to keep them, thanks. Natural philosopher. Your peculiar theories on time, blood and starlight brought you down to the Neath, the cavern where London lies, and now they take you out to sea. This will give you a bonus to mirrors of skill detection. I think I'm going to go trickery and knowledge. Yeah, I'm going to be a poet. I'm a poet in charge of a boat, thanks to my rich dad. A poet, you're a wise sort of experience, you have intuition, and your friend, the sly navigator, he's a little vague, but he probably knows what he's doing. Perhaps you can find someone better, eventually. Talk to the navigator to find out why you went to sea. You're a struggling poet now, you're a sea capture a stranger. Quality is gone, welcome to the world. Gain 20 echoes, when you're one sly navigator, someone is looking for passage. Okay. What does winning mean to you? Your father's bones. Your father was lost at sea. You never knew him, but you often dreamed of him. Find and return his remains to London for a decent burial. Eternal life sounds like something you'd enjoy. It's said that the prosperity, the ruler of the elder continent, has lived forever. Okay. Unlocked with Under the Unsea 1. You will have... Okay. Gather 100 tales. Learn all you can of Z. Write a masterpiece. Retire. Well, you know how it is to be poor. Now you want a mansion, servants, fine clothes and a family, perhaps. Establish a colony where you are, absolute ruler. A utopia, perhaps. Perhaps. You can't choose this now, but you may find an opportunity to switch to it later. So that might open up, it might not, depending on how you play the game. The thing I found about Sunless Skies on the PC was that It's this beautiful opening. You'd set off doing one thing, I'm going to do something, and I'm going to be a pirate and an arsehole and an obed. I just end up being like a really cool, chilled out trader. That's what I tend to do a lot of time on it. I'm going to go for immortality. I want eternal life. The Presbyterian guards its secrets faithfully, but amidst the clamour and bay stains of the blind helmsman, a salt-scarred navigator is telling tales of the continent's deepest interior, of a city called Nida, and the origin of the presbyter's long life, where is he getting his information? Bring wine. He is susceptible to wine. You will find the navigator in your first clue in London. An occurrence, your objective, ambition, qualities now liberate the secret of immortality. Begin your quest in London. Captain, irregularity with the harbour as master. They wish to know what terms of dress you prefer ashore. This will tell what people call you captain. Call your captain, but your captain's gender is up to you. Madam, sir, citizen, my lord, milady. Captain will do fine. Captain will do perfectly ashore as well as at sea. Thank you. Yep. Last piece of advice, explore chances. This captain will probably die. Disease, hunger, but each captain passes on lessons on to the next. Choose your name. Since it's just me here, I'm just going to go with Badger. Captain Badger of the deep seas. What do I return? There's like gorillas there. What was it first? It's a fedora. I think it's about as close to a Stetson as we're getting. I can't see much in the terms of a Stetson there. Sorry, it's really important we get the matching headwear for the Stetson. But yeah, I think we'll go with that. Right, fall on London, deep, dark and marvellous. All voyages start here, and this is where successful voyages end. The submariner taught tutorial, the blind help is a Walton institution. Right, so let's start from the top and work our way down, the tutorial. How is that locked? How does it work? The tutorial branch will tell you this tutorial how to make the most of your submarine. But it's locked. How to acquire a submarine. Her Majesty Admiralty has sworn off submarine excursion. However, you've heard tales of unofficial research into submarine travel being conducted in a distant colony. Travel to the southern coast and follow it east to find Port Carnale. And there you will learn how to convert your ship to a submarine. Be sure you're prepared for the journey. Okay. The Blind Helmet is a Woolstack institution, a centuries-old pub held together by a crust of fry smoke and the nautical mementos nailed to the walls. When you enter the salt-scarred navigator is already in full flow. A city deep in the interior, Nida is called. There, they decide the span of every life. That's locked. Alright, so we can't do that then, yeah? Advice. Much lamented MDMO on a watery grave long ago. Probably your end will be no better. But if you read this book and you've had advice, your chance will improve. Captains often die. This is not the end. When you die, you'll learn lessons which will help you survive next time. Beware, the layout of the Untersee changes with each new captain, but home waters are stable and islands will only move so far. Legacies. Future captains can inherit some skills, officers, equipment and money. Over time you'll find extra items and advantages that allow you to preserve a greater inheritance. That's cool. So after you die, you can kind of like a permadeath if your character dies, but some traits will pass on to your other characters. That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's just check we've got this running proper here. Yeah, we have. That's going. That's fine. Right. Continue. Exploration is the heart of the game. Risk brings reward. Staying close to London is safe, but eventually you run out of fuel and supplies. Exploring and playing port stories will allow you to find secrets and echoes. This sounds exactly like Sunless Sky, sorry. Where I was going out and finding different ports, getting the port stories, coming back, selling them at the main at London, and then using that to buy more fuel, and I could go a bit further out to reach and pick up more. I was just doing bigger laps at the ports that I knew, just kind of picking up all the stuff and then selling it at the other places. It was really good, profitable trade. So yeah, let's see what it says. Speak to your officers to spend secrets on improving your abilities. Spend echoes on equipment in ports. You can often find officers in London. Okay then. Unforgiving mode is how the game is meant to be played. One autosave. Updated whenever you reach a port and wiped on death. Ow! If you're getting frustrated or want a more leisurely exploration, you can switch to merciful mode. Save and loading manual permanently switch your character to merciful mode. This will remove the Invictus token. Complete the game with the Invictus token intact is a badge of honour. Right, so we're going to keep that on, I think, then. Use your Z-Bat Scout. Technically, it's a Troptoscope, but we're among friends here. Alright. Be warned, if you're moving, it will give less accurate directions. Pause to get the most accurate reading. Alright then. So I didn't do that last time. I just kept flying and just sending my bat out, and it got really grumpy and hated me and annoyed me. And I just found that hilarious, so I kept doing it more and more. Unforgiving mode, yeah. Your Prowlock dispels darkness, reduces terror, increase. Reduces terror increase, allows you to find Z-Mart. Your engines, of course, drive the ship forward into the night. Both your prow lamp and your engine use fuel. More powerful engines use more fuel, but all lamps use fuel at the same rate. Trying to run out of fuel, note that the Admiralty will compensate you with fuel for port reports. That's what I used to do, just sell port reports with fuel. They were really important. Use your selector scout. When your enemy is in an arc of your guns, you'll see the firing solution. The glow around the fire buttons increase. When it's complete, let them have it. You can fire early if you like, but may miss. Larger ships may have access to different gun spots. Yeah, so this is very much Sunless Skies, which is brilliant. The green glow means your enemies in the light. Enemy ships also have an arc on their guns, try to stay out of their way. Enemy Z-Beasts will generally try to ram or bite you, and they'll submerge between times to avoid your attacks. If you're careful and turn your lights off, you may also be able to sneak up behind and get a shot in first. There's a very lot of tactics in this, and how to work about and how to do it. Fighting on stories. When you put into port, you can generally explore and exhaust the story options until your next visit. If you have something that awaits you in quality when at sea, you know that more stories waiting for you when you make port. It will crop up whenever you're sailing around. If you see a flavour message like distant bells, that means you have something awaits. Right, okay. Perhaps not then. Right. Passenger. Someone at the docks wants to board your ship. Agree to carry the August travel writer to Gator's Morn. He is prepared to pay handsomely for the transport and is keen to commission your ship specifically. Alright. We'll take a passenger, but we don't know where Gator's Morn is. The August traveller writer shakes the August travel writer shakes your hand. His grip is distressingly strong. Thank you. It's Gator's Morn I'm bound for first, he says. I hear here is over to your Sterco, who's carrying a steamer trunk up the gangplank. No need to trouble yourself. Give it here. Remember, Captain, Gator's Morn. I'll pay 150 echoes when we arrive. Okay. London, the greatest city to see. The Admiralty's Survey Office. They'll pay for information from sea captains, find out what and how. The Admiralty Picket Fleet's intelligence networks are long gone. The Survey Office pays Z captains a small sum for recent information. Visit and investigate ports to gain port reports and trade them in here. The first time you trade in a port report, you'll get an Admiralty's favour. Ask if they need anything particular they need. Well, if we can be assured your discretion, this port, speak to our agent there and return. We'll see that you're rewarded. Visit the port below and return to London. You can check the details in your journal attack. Retrieve strategic information from the Einem Misery Company funding station, somewhere not far from Home Wars. Okay. Let's go back from there. Lodgings, read the morning papers. The echoes are that the enigmatic marketplace has increased its tax on love stories. The Church Empress has forbidden singing in the street outside her palace. The anarchists of the Calendar Council put inexplicably dynamite to the drinking fountain. The Ministry of Public Decency is located and destroyed of nest of gallbladder wasps. Right, okay then. I think we're ready to move out. We're in the hold, we have 10 fuel. 5 supplies, advice for captains, Invictus token, and recent news. Deck 10 to 14, 10 to 14, blah, blah. We have no guns. We have no guns at all. We have engines and a deck. Limits to recondition frigate surplus. Don't get... Oh, deck gun. Actually, sorry, this way up. A weapon which may serve against small monster or feeble pirates. So we have a crappy little deck weapon. Alright, yeah. Numbers and position. Officers. We have a first officer. And a mascot. Mostly it's mobile. Occasionally it's federal. Sounds like a nice mascot to have. I don't know how much money I have. So to ship it right. Let's come off here then. How do we come off here? Okay, let's close that. Controls, that might help. So chart. Deck weapon, forward weapon. Alright, that's cool. Use item selected, aft weapon. Full power. Z-bar, contact button. Gazetteer. Alright. Horn. Change item selected. Toggle lights. Steer ship. Get it up, get it down. Next target. Okay. Let's go. Right. Okay then. Okay. Right. 5 notifications. Objective story progress from the journal. Tab in the Gazetteer square button. Select an icon or category heading to see the details. Press the X button of the sign up should sign officers. Yeah. Shops here. Buy fuel, supplies, goods. Yeah. Press X button to report. Press the up button twice to reach max speed. Press the down button to slow down or reverse. Use the left stick movement to steer. Okay then. Step that up a gear. Do we have... There we go. Exactly like Sunless, guys. That's the size of the map. That's amazing. We're at full speed. Yes, we are at full speed there. We found bastards of this. Discovered Hunter's Keep, getting more fragments. 75, crew's healthy. Don't know where our money is. Discovered low battle. Nothing to that there. Didn't cause any damage to the hull, it's fine. 50 fragments, I don't know where our money is. What with how do I... We've got an opponent. Red axe shows the range of your deck. Can you keep the enemy range while your crew works out firing solution? The deck will be highlighted to make progress. Oh, we're sneaking up behind him here. He's getting nowhere. He's getting nowhere. Not letting him round. We are pirates. We are pirates. Loot and scuttle. Loot and scuttle, my friends. That's what we're doing. That's about the hidden harbours, but this up at the back of the hold. We've finished opening a cache of curiosities. The stout crate, the source of sustenance, the fundamental element of cargo. Okay. Again, 1 fuel. Coke like coal, but more so than permanent interaction with it. Okay. Let's pop up a bit and we're going to go this way. How do I turn the lights off, do we see? Carissa's point. You push your engine too far to pass the others. Ah, do what you can, quickly. Okay, Hearts 26 failed in a challenge. Try again, you might have better luck. You lost Foxy in the hull and lost 3 crew. Right. That's because I was pressing triangle quite a lot there, and yeah, full power. Is it about context button? Get up, previous target. Toggle lights, that's what I was after. I was trying to toggle my lights on and off. Let's see if we can get what's pretty much purchase the ship sharing their heads swivel in unison as you cross the deck. Vanderby is in some distance. Circle as a port, go there for slash price. Which circle of light where is a port? We're getting to port now, so we've just arrived at our first port. We're trying to find I think I'm at a port. It definitely is a port, we just need to find the docking entrance. Once we can dock, we'll be alright. Well, the pickets plus, we've got another 50 fragments, we're alright, but we're just a little bit worried we're leaving this. Going deep here. See, I'm pretty sure there was some at Carissa's Point, wasn't there? That we had to do. Advice for Captain, no. Hold. Journal. Your quest in London. Quarter lodgings. No. Objective. From the Fungin station, we haven't found that one yet. Find a story next minute. Oh, yeah, tower's going up. Access submarine DLC expansion, right. I'm trying to find where my where are we? Victor's talking, right. Advice for Captain, no. Recent news, no. Which obviously improvements because speech by pressing button of the experience option. I want where we're supposed to be going for our the traveller that we got, the August Traveller. Somebody in London requires, oh yeah, pretty sure we took him on board. Did we not? Did we just leave him behind? Right, let's get down here. I'm pretty sure we've missed a port down here somewhere. Well, we've discovered Venderbride, but can we dock with it? There we go, yes we can! Right. Majesty's Admiralty has sworn off submarine exploration. Wherever you've heard tales of unofficial research and supercharge have been conducted in a distant colony. Port Carnelian. There's somebody mentioned. Right, so we have 70 quid. Fuel, we've got supply, right. Hello Temple. Saw some recent use of them for a tenner. Tomb colonies? No, we don't have them. In the shipyard, we don't have 1,000 echoes to buy that. Should I fall in London, they come here instead. And Deku Chris found that files with bandaged dead makers, they shuffle and copy something like the world's most restless concert audience, the world's most playground cathedral. Explore Venderbright. Here the candlelight of a gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb coins stand still under the mistake of a sculpture until they laugh walk off. One building of three seems abandoned. The builders of this place blurred with great slabs of neath wall stone carved with black-eyed and smiley face. Creepers climb in the shattered pyramid. An owl blinks at you from an idol's mouth. In the undergrowth, a cave lizard munches decorously on a white cricket. This place seems peaceful. Rest a while. Creepers climb the shattered pyramid. An owl blinks at you from an idol's mouth. In the undergrowth, a cave lizard munches decorously on a white cricket. Yeah. You and your comrades find stones to perch on and munch lava bread truffles and herring. Someone passes a bottle of Greyfields, an adequate vintage. White crickets buzz in the weeds. A shiver of wind passes, and the air is still. With that absence of chill that passes for warmth down here, two sailors compare tattoos. Your head swims pleasantly with the wine. That is all for now. So you see, we lost two tenner, which is in. Oh, we also lost one supply. Oops. But we lost 2 tenner. That's all right. What else can we do here? So you capture the first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonies, but even tomb qualities are in the end, its time is close. No more light jobs because you still cautious. The creator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door and used to be into net darkness. A pair of luminous lamp-lighted bees buzz in the latticed ivory tube. There is no other source of light. A bandaged shape no larger than a child lies crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. Listen to a whispered request. Is the captain Silkskin? Not much left of me. I will go to the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colours. 7 colours. Pay well. Cosmogo, Irigo, Pelegrin, Steward his list. Find them here and there across the wide Black Sea. Okay. One has a name whispered here and there in the arcades of Vanderblight. Oh, Silkskin, you don't want to know. The chuckling becomes a cough. We don't die here below, not unless we go to Z. So we needed something else, somewhere to end. Thank you, this poor flesh. First for colours. Claps is looking back on the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished it a little. The audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the finger of light that reaches across the floor. Outside, the audience nods. The book, yes, the book. He hands you a slim illustrated volume. The curator is old as dust. We will all be grateful if you do this one last favour. You now have the Neefbo, you now have a page from Neefbo. Okay. I'm going to go find those colours now. What gossip do we have going on? Along the coast of the Untersee, it is remarkably hard to die. The crypt and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists and settle here in bandage peace. They don't give up their ties to our home or their politics. You gather a haul of complex clues enough to keep your contacts in London interested. Now I've got a first port report, so we can go back to London and sell that for supplies and fuel, which is handy since we've burnt quite a lot getting here. Even though it wasn't that far. So that was like 2 cases of fuel to get that distance. But that's because I was an idiot and kept burning it up. So let's. I don't think we need a light on for this bit just yet. Increase that speed a bit, but I'm wary of that fuel going down. So this is the thing. We're looking around. We don't have any. We don't have any idea where anything is. Boreal Reach is this snow. Touch it and it pulses a vapour. Your crew huddles close to the warmth of a pipe and funnel. So I'm just kind of skating around there. I don't know what that is. Should we go attack it? Should we twat it? Oh, we'll give it a twat. It's got 400 health, like. It's not a happy, but let's drop it. Oh, you twat. Come here, let's get round. Trying to shake it off there, but it wasn't having any of it. I don't think this is a fight we can win. No, it's not a fight we can win. We're dead. You looked at it, your first captain has died, don't worry, these things happen. Explore border with your next captain. Choose a legacy to purge something from your next captain. Didn't unlock a thing. Return from their mirrors away from their money. From their bales away from their money. Return from their hearts by your one officer. Pillage in their chart. It's on 25, let's start with. Do I need the chart? Because it wasn't that bad, was it really? We didn't get that far. Take the money. We lasted a while there, didn't we? We lasted, well, what, 31 minutes? 32 minutes. Brilliant. So we've learnt not to pick fights with a lifeberg. Now logic room like helmsman. We were causing direct damage, healing and morale. I'm gonna go philosopher this time. I've got 100 tails there. We'll go for that one. I'm a captain. I'm a captain again. That's what we are. We'll go for that one. Let's see how Stoffel gets along this time. Captain Stoffel. Yeah, work for all that. Passenger. Oh, alright, bound for Gerda's mom. It's locked, that's locked. Hire more crew. Look a safe runs to go like this, sentence. You'll need to buy drinks, spend on hiring fee. Not sure yet, not sure yet. Offer passage to a tomb colonist. Not a vendor bright, right? We know where the tomb colony is. We found that. Right. Labyrinth of Tigers is open on the page in the London Zoological Site to cause its visitors for educational purposes. Here you may see the devil apes of the far Mandalay, the thing in the mirror, the Cantigastus children, the gargantuan cave snake, the inhabitor of wolves, the hybrid fiend, NB, the management recommends that you arrange your exit well before closing time. Find a rare creature of the labyrinth. Purchase a live specimen from the labyrinth. Okay, so I think we'll have to come back to that later. I'm pretty sure that wasn't there before. Alright, let's get out of port then. Right, I'm not going to put the light on. I don't need the light. Unless we're in battle. I'm not going to use the light unless we're in battle. I'm not having any of that. We are at full speed, which is a crutch, I know. It was north to the tombs, wasn't it, last time? So Van der Blight, is it? Van der Blight, I think it's called. Low data discovered, 50 fragments gained. I'm not sure what fragments are for. just going to keep heading north to Vanderbilt. Dust echoes, even the sepia tint to the air. These are the walls around the tomb colonies. The sailor is praying. Yeah, we're at the tomb colonies. So let's find that entrance again, because it's quite... That's changed from last time. It wasn't this shape last time. Yeah, I don't need that there. It's Holman Stark there. There's Vanderbilt, so it should be on the inside there. Yeah, there it is. Look, I can see it in the dark. Don't need the light, I can see in the dark. There we go. You've got the Dane Gungren not now. What? This is everything I imagined, he tells you everything, but there's someone missing. Please bring her to me. She went on to the Mangrove College. She needs to get out of London, but Vanderbilt is just as safe as college. I wish she's bored of mud by now. Look for the shady sort in the Mangrove College, somewhere in the south breeze. Okay, so we've got Vanderbilt there. The Strange Brigade ready to use. We're playing that at about 6 o'clock tonight. We're playing Strange Brigade. Bring a shady sort to Vanderbilt from the Mangrove College. Okay. Tomb Colony of Vanderbilt. So explore. Up the twisted tip and over little side street, welcome yellow light glows from gilt-lettered windows of a restaurant. A sign reads Vengeance of Genoa. The beaver two-minute bustles up a grey moustache coat and personally answering with advantages. Come in, come in. Bandaged Penasera and Vanderbilt sits passive from a Z captures and vegetarian intrepid cuisine. That is all for now. Okay. Management says, along with Charles, we will need to outfit the garage to the exacting standards. Have this. No. Bandit Paramount. Okay. That's locked. And that's locked. Is it the first curator? Okay. Yep, we had that last time. Let's go to the sanatorium and then accept the commission. We have all the pages, right? That's that. Have a gossip, gets a support report. There we go. Buy what you promised. Right. So, we got to a good start that time. Maybe we can keep it going. Go up to full speed again. I don't mind travelling at full speed. We're going to keep going north, I think. Let's see what's up. Not pick a fight with a lifeberg this time. Do you just follow the coast up, do you think? I think follow the coast, that's probably a safe way of doing it. This is we're at Bottle Reach. This is where we fought the lifeberg last time. Just going to stay with no lights when I sneak past it. No need to pick a fight. We now know we're going to lose because we lost the last one. So the problem is that we're not with a light on us increasing our terror. What's all that movement there? Go with Codex. What the... There's somewhere a Docker Codex? Is there... Let's see anything. The ship's engines labour against it. So we're fighting a snowstorm here. We can only go... Alright, let's try to get round this hill. There we go, we've bust out the snowstorm there. We can get back up to full speed, which isn't much, I know. We really need a better ship if we're going to do some major exploring. But let's dock at Codex and see what it has to offer. Codex are desperate, careful mute exiles in an inexplicable colony of shivering, bad-tempered monkeys. Well, that sounds like a fun place to go. Compile a report. So we can really do that. We have 70 quid. Thought we'd have got more than that. 7... supplies do we have? 4 supplies. I think we're alright. I think there might have been another dock over that way, you know. I'm going to go check it out. I'm going to have a look. See, it looked like there was something there. Look, that looks like there's another dock there with her. Just give it Andergard Harbour. See, I thought there were another docks there. It looked like it. Drop that down again, because on the sunless skies I used to crash so much into docks, it was ridiculous. Right, go behind the great arch over the bay, the pale way stretch, white and silent as you face the moon. From here, you might almost imagine there was snow. North of the city, the salt pools fizzed with a lively colour. It was quiet, chilly town of grey stone, and close courtyards, the people are neither exactly unfriendly nor exactly hospitable. I have the irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sights tucked away. The black Z whispers on the beach, another soft sound audible above the waves. A woman in an iridescent green gown waves vaguely from a rock near the shore. Sorrowful sighs waft across the water towards you. An idiot castaway? A mermaid? Of course not. Mermaids are a preposterous myth. Approach her, the poor woman won't answer your hails, but she's obviously in need of assistance. Or she's probably a pirate or a brownie or someone's feral aunt. I will approach her. Poor woman won't answer your hails, but she doesn't... Oh, that's all for now. That's it. A big fang mouth raises its way from the water, big enough to bite a boat in half or swallow a pig. The woman contorts and slides into the water. She's the tip of the monster's tail. This will be untidy. Pacify it, bait it and move on. I don't have the bait. Obliterate it. It's a formidable beast, but you're formidable too. That's very high risk. I'm locked with 3 crew. Okay. Fleet, it's always preferable to fight sea serpents from inside a ship, not from inside a serpent. Withdraw as best you can. Now, this is a high risk challenge either way. The beast's scales are proof against pistol shot. It wreaks terrible havoc before you manage to bring it down. You harvest its bones and scrape its hatching young from along the rocks by the shore. Iron 25 failed in the challenge. Try again. You now have 1 harlot fry, a bucket of tiny but razor-tooth serpentlings, 3 stygian ivory, the black bones of sea monsters make for startling corsets. You lost 3 crew. 3 crew died taking that serpent down. Never mind. Travel to the southern coast and follow it east to find Port Carnelian. Have we found Port Carnelian? I have a feeling we might have done. Let's go intelligence. We have a port report. Both of them are quiet and slimy because they subsist on cave fish and the dust-burrowing beast of the waste. Their bear, however, is adequate. Okay, very modest challenge. Your crew fully example faithfully. One drinks a little too much. I'll just spend 50 quid doing that shit. One drinks a little too much pale with beer and has to be fished from the harbour, but they spend a relatively decorous night gambling for salt and bone and return refreshed. You succeeded a Veils challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chance of success. You lost 5 terror, down to a total of 2. You lost 50 echo. I don't know if that was really worth it. But yeah, right, that's what we've got in shops. White Coke and Multi Salt payment in stories. I think this case, bones please. Right, so I can sell that Steigen Ivory. Let me 3 Tales of Terror. Z story, right, so, okay. Do you know what, I'm not too fussed about selling in my ivory. And we struggled against the sea, against the snow there. So I reckon back to London should do the trick. We've got a couple of port reports to sell. Yeah, I think let's get down there. Port Carillion down there. That's Carissa's Point, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we'll go back to Fallen London and then head south and see what's down that way. I think we need a faster ship to get past that storm in the north there. If I heard, yeah, let's head straight down as we are like that. Cover a little bit more of the open sea. Yeah, that terror's building up a bit, but it's actually I'm okay with it at the moment. That just smoke goes up from the funnel. Swarm of barks, let's have them. Got the call set subject stolen blood into the pot. Let's gather them up. 1 supplies, boom. Okay, we've got 1 terror as well, but we've got 1 supplies and there's another set of them there. Let's drop. Little buggers, come on. Why isn't my crew firing on them? My crew's not firing on them there. This is going a little bit wrong here. Why aren't you firing on them? I'm losing damage, I'm losing supplies. Ah, we're in a fog bank, we can't see them, that's why. Okay then. We got battered then, we lost a lot of supplies. That was quite harsh. I think we've got enough supplies to get back to London. I think there's a port at Low Barnet there that we haven't been to, you know. Just the triangle, but we had another barrel to the engine this occasion. Right, okay, yeah, we still could blast our way out if we wanted to. We're on course for Low Barnet, we're not getting hit. there a... Seems like a dock in my barney there, but there isn't one in Hunter's Keep. See, we missed a part there on our way up last time. Hunter's Keep. A dark one fairy mist 100 was inside. There's a grand house, windows are glowed, lawns impossibly green and lush with false starlight, red gravel paths. We stand on the dock of the sea, which is the subsides and expecting one bridge because of faintest of lavender. Made with smouldering turp's eyes shows you into the parlour where three young women are aware. The visit the youngest cries, the next youngest chuckles, the eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare, you are very welcome. I'm Cynthia, the noisy one is Phoebe, the cheerful one is Lucy. You're in good time for lunch, will you join us? Sisters of the Hunter's Keep. Vampires, I'm guessing. Lunch with the sisters Cynthia, Lucy, Phoebe. Alright, let's start from the top. Lunch with Cynthia. Cynthia casts her arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue, her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you were sitting on a hillside with a wide blue lake listening to a story of a murder, an axe, a net, blood on scented water. Another chop, Cynthia asks. You've barely touched your food. Here, I'll have the maid wrap something up for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be not hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. One new terror. You have one tale of terror. That's all for now. You have one supplies. Lost 50 hunger. I'm your education care and you're the gods of the sea. Salt's attention qualities now. Doesn't make much sense, does it? Nope, the sisters have gone. We have a part report there. The sisters, but never made that. There's nothing changed on this. Okay. English bars, no lunch depot. Alright, that was quite weird, quite a scary one. But yeah, so, pretty random map. No, well, it definitely shows a port in Low Barney, but maybe it means the Hunter's Keep one. Maybe that's what it means. Let's have a look over this side. Can't see anything. The Woolstack docks is where we started from originally, I think, anyway. Right, I'm getting into a fire when I've got 15 health left. Woolstack docks is where we came in before. Take a little click message from the Harbour Master. Are there messages for you? See, somebody's changed the needs. Someone wants to sign on. That's all for now. You have one another day for the evening. Okay. The Rose Market caters to collectors and eccentrics, anyone with exotic taste and guns from fresh sea captains. According to the arcane rules of the market, you can only make one trade per visit, choose wisely. Well, we've only got one there. It's got some interesting equators to the Rose Market. They help make a satisfying trade. Puppet plays press on uninterrupted. Personal collections grow. Words written in fog. Mirrors are hastily wiped away. The exotic changes pollinate dreams. Okay. Not got a problem what happened there. A very funny tea captain, what would you might call a mentor, he's very fond of adventurous sea captain. He would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation on account of being so fond of sea captain. Behind the blind bruiser on the dock stands a dray pile high with fuel and supplies. Do make sure you have 15 points of space in the hole. I'll come back later. It would be embarrassing to just leave it on the dock. I'll take it. Well, my parents hope you find these little gifts you like and expect that perhaps someday you might choose to call them at the Medusa's head. Should that day come, we will make you very welcome and give you any safe conduct what you might require. Good evening to you. I think we may have just signed on with something, but that's we might just signed on with some kind of a dodgy group of men. An urgent to just sleep. Governor wants a word. A brooding figure waits at this lamplight's edge. I need a reliable agent. Failing that, inventive one. Here are my requirements. Something silky. If you bet a price, you'll get in wolf's that much better. 1,500 echoes for the lot. Find silk in Sadie's rocks, far to the east, or a canante near the Z's heart. Oh, something warming. They sell it in Mount Palmerston, somewhere in the north of the Untersee. 1,000 echoes for 7 seal skins. Right, so we'll keep that, but it's going to be a while. Locked for a moment. Let's go to London, visit the Admiral's Servitor. Let's keep 5 new echoes. 1 Admiralty's favour, been confirmed by Admiralty's record. And 1 fuel. Then the buy. 10 echoes for that one, and 1 new fuel. And Wither. 20 echoes for that, okay. 3 Admiralty favours, and 1 new fuel. Codex. 20 for that one, okay. Got 4 favours and I think it was any fuel then. I'll speak to Dark Spectral Admiral. Leave it. No, I don't want to Admiralty just yet. I'm alright, to be fair. Okay, I am. His office off Mansion's Pyre. Cramped room with a vast desk. He surveys you across that desk. Ah, yes, the merchant captain with whom we have complicated things. The Admiral will purchase it. Ask the Janitor can provide a little fuel to cover your costs. This will take to the dry dock at 1 point of favour, we'll gain in 2 to 3. No, we're alright for fuel at the moment. Okay, let's make our port reports. Okay, ask what he wants. That's anything he needs, and okay. Ask what he wants. Visit port will be interested in the port report. Visit place of particular interest will be interested in strategic information you gain. Thereby will pay you well, don't worry. We understand you can't expect to act entirely for the love of the Empire. What's left of it. Okay, the fuel, port reports. I've already sold all my port reports before I spoke to him. What about the Admiralty? Okay, is he supposed to be returned? Right, hire more crew. Ah, not just yet actually. I want to repair my ship. Torpedo components. Okay, that's gone. Unleash for torpedo salvos. Yeah. More powerful engines. Ships like are reliable and excellent. Manufacture most intimidating these carefully tested devices. Search for advice for captains. Advice for 5 combats. No. Where do I get my ship repaired? Oh, I should talk. Where were it? London Dry Dock? No shipping dry dock. Heard of these guys by just cutting corners. But damage shot money, this is worth a go. I'm going to do favours to have cheap, good quality work done, so what's that going to be? 25? Cost me 3 favours. 75, 25. Yeah, let's go for the probably some favours from the Admiralty. We're back up to full again. Right, we're done here. Let's head south. Actually, do you know, we've just hit an hour on that, so we're going to call that it for now, so it can load up to YouTube as one video. We're probably going to be back with this tomorrow. So in the meantime, check out our daily news and reviews at stoffelpresents.com. Today we've reviewed Hacky Sack, the Nintendo Switch. That's up there now for your reading pleasure. And as always, search Stoffel Presents on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch and YouTube to stay up to date with everything we're doing across all platforms. And if you have some money to spare and you feel a bit flush, we're not going to turn it down at Patreon. So yeah, thanks for joining us, and until next time, take care guys.